Welcome to Unprofessional Therapy. Yes, things look a little bit differently, but, we'll see. Well, we'll talk about that some other time. That doesn't matter. What we're here to talk about is, two things, I guess. The first thing I wanted to talk about is legacy and the stuff that we leave behind. This is almost a continuation of where we were the last 2 weeks or so, but what was it you want to talk about?
Purpose in life. Holy cow, my voice just died. Purpose in life. I think that says it itself. Okay, we're done.
Okay, yeah.
Video's over. Sweet. Nice talking to you. Subscribe, like.
That's it. So this is another one of these topics that's just kind of, I want to say up in the air, just kind of open. I don't have any resolution for it. We've talked so much about life and death and just things like that lately.
Yeah.
That may seem morbid. Maybe it does, but I don't think it has to or whatever. I'm just thinking I don't have kids. So in my case, I don't have any kids to pass things on to or whatever. So what's going to happen when I'm gone? Shortly after I'm gone, within a generation, I'll be forgotten and won't matter anymore. Does that bother you? Should that be worrisome? What do you think about that?
Well, not by the video I saw, because reincarnation's real.
Oh.
So you'll forget yourself.
I'll be back again and I can enjoy this all over again.
Right.
So, yeah. So, okay. So we talked about that. We talked about not knowing what comes next, if there's anything.
Right.
Nothing at all. So I just started thinking about legacy.
Did I make you think about death?
What's that?
I made you think about death.
Not really. I mean, there were other things that led into this, and a lot of other things or whatever, if you really want to circle outward or whatever. But I also got in this weird headspace of thinking about how weird it is, the artifacts and stuff that we leave behind. For example, these videos. Who knows what will be gone after we're gone? These don't necessarily disappear. They're not necessarily.
But will they?
But will they? Exactly.
YouTube will eventually die off, but will that be 50 years, 20 years, 100 years?
Sure.
2 years?
What's going on with people's Facebook page, MySpace pages? I mean, there's
MySpace, So they're actually bringing that back. But anyway,
are they? Okay, so Facebook.
Somebody does.
How have you had this happen to you, where you've gone to somebody's page and you found out they passed away?
Well, I knew they passed away, but I mean, I can easily see that happening. Yeah,
I unfortunately didn't. I've had that happen where a couple of times I've come across something and I've wished, or somebody else has wished a happy birthday to this person, and it's only to find out they're not there anymore.
They passed away 5 years ago.
Or 2 years ago, 3 years in the case that I'm talking about or whatever. But how weird is that?
Very. It's, and you just got me thinking about it. I mean, and you're talking about legacy, and my brain brought me immediately to, how are they going to remember you? It's make a statue. Become a sculptor for a couple of years. Sculpt yourself. Make a monument to yourself. Make it look like you just did something so stupendous and wonderful. Oh yeah! Don't forget to ride a horse.
Yes,
be on a horse, or an electric car, whatever. Just that's what you do. I mean, no, but really, the stuff that I leave behind, and I've thought about this, is there's one person that I know of who could possibly decipher the crap on my computers and the network I have.
Okay.
They won't know the passwords, so they're screwed there, because nobody does.
Right.
And but there's one, and he's older than me, so he may not be around.
Okay.
My wife doesn't pay attention or care about computers. But there's some, I mean, the stuff she needs to know about is on my phone. She has access to that, financial stuff,
right?
And whatnot. But anyway, it's my pictures, my old videos, the videos that are from before her, and the pictures before her. She gets some of that, but it's like you said, what is your legacy? And one of the things, of videos I've seen in the past is, like you were saying, you get forgotten, generation away. But even the technology we have today, nobody in in a couple of generations or a few will be able to see it. Because, or even 100 years or 1,000 years, I don't know what the time frame is, because it was based on the study that was done by by a company or the government entity trying to figure out how to tell future civilizations stay away from the nuclear waste.
Okay, all right, interesting.
And they realized that there is literally no indicator, caricature, or any kind that would translate to stay away to somebody we have no idea how they communicate in 1,000 years.
Wow.
Now that's going way far away. So all this stuff in 1,000 years, no one's going to see it.
Okay.
The technology won't work. You need electricity. You need the power grid. You need all this stuff, and the intelligence to turn it all on.
Okay.
And it's not really the intelligence, but the skills, because those are skills that these people won't have. Even today, a lot of people are losing skills. It's like I saw another meme video where it was teaching millennials how to use a computer, where it used to be teaching old people how to use a computer. Sure. We're in the sandwich phase on that one.
Yeah. That is.
With legacy, you can't worry about it really, because and think about it, even like all the statues of whoever is out there in 1,000 years, it's just like what we see from 1,000 years ago.
But
we don't know what it is.
We still dig those things up. We still study them and stuff, though. But that's just...
Yeah, but how right are we?
True.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Right.
This was probably something very prominent. It was a child's toy, for all we know.
Right.
It was a throwaway thing that nobody give a crap about. It was a Furby.
With all the fur is finally gone and stuff like that, and it's just as animatronic.
Those are creepy looking.
Oh my gosh. Interesting.
So,
what was it? I think about the quote from, was it Raiders of the Lost Ark or whatever? Talked about this pocket watch being like, pointless, but if you bury it in the sand for 500 years and stuff, suddenly it becomes an artifact and it becomes important or whatever.
Yeah. So I guess don't worry about it.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not worried. Again, it's just just a thought. Like, since I don't have kids, since I don't have close family which that sounds bad or whatever, but I mean, I moved away from my family. I plan at some point to move back towards them or whatever. But it's just that, just the thought that, like, okay, so, for the family members, you have those fringe family members that you know about, and they know you, but you meet your cousins you
don't talk.
Yeah. And it's just like, how, I don't know, just random thoughts on that stuff.
Yeah, and that's because I'm in the same boat as you. I mean, I've got some cousins that I'd like to keep in touch with. They're good people, have pretty smart people, just and fun.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, and I've just lost that connection with them.
Mm-hmm.
And like you, I don't have many good. My parents are gone. My sister is my only living immediate relative, besides my kids. But as far as the people that I grew up with, that's it.
Yeah.
So it is strange to think about, but with the legacy, I mean, I would like to be left with I'd like to leave a legacy of just a crap ton of money for my family to live on. At least that's something you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that, exactly. So
you don't have to worry about any inheritance. They're not getting any. There's none to give.
So don't show up on the doorstep looking for anything. I think, too, though, the interesting thing for me, in my case, to think about is the fact that I was programmed from an early age not to... See, now we're getting back to the religious stuff, and I want to get into that or whatever. Yeah. But, I was programmed from an early age not to... I want to say not to expect much, not to be much. I knew from an early age that I wasn't going to set the world on fire, right? So,
Boy, they really did program your ass.
but not just
I'm
that, but
sorry,
I mean
dude.
with school, I mean with everything else. You know what I mean? I had a lot of factors that lined up,
Yeah.
but I don't. I'm not worried about that either, too. You know what I
No.
mean? It didn't set that goal. So while on the one hand it didn't motivate me to do anything exceptional, it also kept me grounded and stoic from the standpoint of like that doesn't really matter anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
It doesn't.
I'm not left with that that overwhelming feeling of emptiness that like I didn't accomplish anything or whatever. And I'm not there yet.
Yep.
Whatever. It's just
Yep.
like I said, I started thinking about that stuff. I got a little off-screen direction there. Like, we have a wonderful relationship between the two of us and stuff. Yes,
She does.
so
You guys are my favorite couple that you know of.
If you were different in any way, I would be.
She, like I said, she's my favorite wife's best friend.
There you go.
Favorite, whatever. However, I said it many years ago.
yeah. So she said that I'm perfect for her and stuff like that. And
Yes.
that's good enough for us. But it got me thinking, like I said, about that. And then I started thinking about the digital age and the things that we are left behind. Like I said, it popped into my head too about finding out that a friend had passed, because in this case, I had made connections with other people that nobody else really knew about, which that sounds weird and shady, but you know what I mean? It's just like you have
we all do. Yeah, everybody does that.
You've got these things that like, well, I've had great friends that like suddenly told me they had a brother or a sister. And it's like, we never talked about that. Like,
Wait a minute. So you're a typical male.
Yeah, exactly. We don't talk about that stuff. It doesn't matter.
Did you know I have a job?
Yeah. So, what was the comedian we were talking about and stuff where she was like, you know, she asked about her boyfriend about what he did or whatever. And
Yeah.
like,
That's what I was referring to. Yeah.
He likes,
I don't know.
He likes the Lakers. I like the Lakers. What else do we need? You know? So,
I don't want to know anything else. What was he wearing? I don't care.
Yeah,
the Lakers shirt.
It doesn't.
Go ahead.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, it's like, what do we leave behind and stuff, and what kind of a digital footprint do we have, and like how long will it matter? Not very, probably, but
Yeah.
I just think about my wife and I did a podcast for about 10 years. That's still available on YouTube. You have to look for it and find it, but it's out there, and every now and then somebody still stumbles across it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I mean that's just, it's kind of weird and fun though too. Like I said,
my legacy is the video I made about Route 66.
I think
Around the anniversary of Route 66, that video gets a lot of views, and I no longer get any money for it.
Really? That's sad.
Yeah. Because if you know how the new rules are coming out for this February.
Right.
They had a rule about if you don't make enough videos, they stop
to keep it.
They stop giving you money. And in the last month, they've actually canceled my monetization connection completely. So if I were to monetize any channel, I have to start from scratch again.
From scratch. Oh my gosh. Well, you've got 3 months to do it because they don't implement that till February, I think.
February, yeah. So I got it. Well, and if I do things with that little app I was showing you.
Oh, so is this the time we ask for people to subscribe?
Well, what we need to do is we need to say, "Hi, I'm Brad.
I'm Michael.
And welcome to Unprofessional Therapy, where we are no degrees, just decades." Because we didn't even do an intro today.
We'll have an intro for we'll have an intro.
But we haven't talked about purpose in life. We haven't talked about me yet.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I wasn't trying to close the video out. I just thought we'd slip that in there and stuff. See if anybody noticed.
Okay. So what is my purpose in life? What is your purpose in life?
To amuse me is what it seems like. That's what your purpose has been. To make me laugh.
I'm your clown. Dance, monkey, dance. You first.
I was going to say the easiest thing was just tied into what I said earlier. I think my purpose here is to keep my wife happy. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is she gone yet? Can you talk for real?
No. She's around the corner. She's still.
I had no idea you guys were.
Oh my gosh, she didn't know we were recording.
So sorry.
She's apologizing now because she didn't know we were recording.
Obnoxious. I'm sorry.
Yep, that's why I didn't mention names. Otherwise, I'd have said hi. What's my purpose in life? My purpose in life is to make my wife happy. Oh wait, she's not here yet. Should be up in a little bit.
Save that for later. Make it a clip and put it on.
Yeah. No, but okay, that aside, because honestly, that is a purpose.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
my purpose with her is to make our lives happy. Now, is that my main purpose? Is that my main drive?
Oh, man.
I think so.
So I'm trying not to step on a topic that we discussed that we might talk about in the future, but my purpose has been or is to help people. And that sounds, I don't want to sound overly congratulatory or whatever.
Altruistic.
What's that?
Overly altruistic.
Yeah. But
We got to use big boy words sometimes.
sometimes, just yeah. So anyhow, that has been empathy and teaching has been helpful to me, helping other people.
So your what's the words? Your purpose is to just be a good human.
I don't want to say facilitate other people's happiness. Now that's not not what I'm going for, but
be helpful when it's when you're able to.
Yes.
You know, because if you're not, there's sometimes you just don't want to, or you're not able to.
Yeah. But it was perfect for me. The career that I retired from. Was
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, was durable medical goods. Was helping people with that, and even before that, as a pharmacy tech, it was helping people. Those I feel like were the areas where I excelled because I could help people in delicate situations like that. There was even a point where I considered being a mortuary assistant, a morning. And, yeah, that was maybe a little bit too rough. That might have been a little bit too intense, but those were things.
I know somebody who wanted to be a mortician.
Ooh, that's
ex-girlfriend.
Wow, that's a job. That's a job.
Pretty much so.
Yeah, and thank goodness people is doing it. I mean, somebody is out there doing it. It's yeah.
Well, anyway, I don't want to go down that road. So death. We don't need to talk about death anymore. So what's my purpose?
What is your purpose? What do you think your purpose has been, or is, or?
I think that's been my biggest struggle in my entire life.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I've never had a direction. I've never really felt like I've had a purpose. I mean, with my wife now, this is the first time I've actually felt like all I want to do is be happy with her. My purpose is to be happy with her.
Okay. Do you think that comes with age, or do you think you just finally found it?
Yes, let's go with both.
Okay.
D, all of the above.
Okay.
Because you may or may not realize this, I'm a slow learner with life. When it comes to technology, I absorb it like a sponge.
Okay.
But when it comes to life and life experiences, I am dumb as a box of rocks. For example, more than one time throughout my entire life, as I've looked back on it, and people have told me that, oh, she was actually wanting to date you. When all I could, and you could insert like about 10 different women in that statement, and one of them was so obvious. When I look at it, I'm just like, I kick myself. And it's like you couldn't be any more obvious than how she was, and
interesting.
So I'm a slow learner. So me not having a purpose, I don't know if that's, I don't know what it is about my personality that makes me dense when it comes to things like this. But again, I can be very observant to other people. I can be very observant to technology or to other things. But when it comes to me,
so that brings up, and I wish I had the backing to support it right now specifically, but I'll tell you the general idea. One of the reasons we are so good at spotting other people's problems is because we take ourselves out of the equation. We're not involved in it. We can look from the outside and give an outside perspective. So they say, I've been told, that if you insert any decisions, if you insert your name in there as an outside observer, it will help you with that. Now, I generally don't have to worry about that, but if you were to say, Brad needs to make this change here and here and here, what should he do? If you distance yourself from it, it can actually help you. So I'm told.
Well, and that lines up with something I saw, again, a YouTube junkie, another video I saw, the guy, and I stopped watching it because it got a little bit too out there, but what he does in the morning is he goes, when the minute he wakes up his eyes, he goes, I'm Brad, full name, and today was a fantastic day. Notice he used past tense. That's on purpose.
Okay.
Today was a fantastic day. You start your day knowing it's going to be a fantastic day by saying it was. And that inserts me, my name, in good positive thoughts. And I may try to start doing that. I want to see what happens.
Interesting.
But anyway, but inserting your name, yeah.
That seems a little too out there for me. It's funny how that's a step too far for me for whatever reason. But it's like most things, I think there's a kernel of truth in there for you to glean from it. And that's why I think people should be exposed to, you should expose yourself to as much as you possibly can. And whether those be opinions that are different than yours or whatever, like, I think you should be exposed because you never know where you're going to find those things. And I think this is, for me, what I talked about a little bit earlier about the stoicism of, like, knowing that I wasn't going to accomplish much. I never set up those expectations to feel like I needed to do something. The other thing is, looking at the past, I've come to accept or understood that, like, all of it shaped me. All of it put me to where. So I choose to look at the good things that I have now and think, like, well, if I had done this or that differently or whatever,
you wouldn't be where you are.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be who I am now. So I can't be overly mad about that stuff.
Yeah, and that's and my wife and I both realize that because we both have a past, with other people, and as much as some of those relationships I truly never should have been in, I don't regret them because I would not be sitting in Thailand with my wife. Yeah. My mom passed away. 17 years ago this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a rough one.
Yeah.
And as much as I hate that, and it still could bring tears to my eyes. I can still, it's been 17 years. I was a mama's boy. But that was because of the other instances that happened, that tidal wave happened because of that. Changed my life forever. And if that didn't happen at that point in time, I probably would not be in Thailand today.
Yeah.
Because when that happened, I then became home free.
Okay, yeah.
whatever euphemism we want to use today. And it put me on a path of traveling. It put me on the bed, and that's when I became the tour manager. And I was a tour manager for tour groups for a few years. And that put me living in Alaska for a summer. That put me, and seeing more of the country and seeing more of the sights of the country.
Yeah.
And it put me on that path. And I met people that I still talk to today. And I met a lot of great people and some strange people and had some bad experiences, mostly good. But, those never would have happened. And I never would even have thought of traveling overseas.
Right. Interesting.
And now I'm living overseas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so yeah, what you were saying is like
we are the sum total of all these different things, all these experiences.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
wow.
I don't know how long we've gone on about this topic. Even
neither do I. We're not doing our normal thing.
Exactly.
Can I talk about that for a minute?
Yeah.
For those of us who've stuck around, due to things that are outside of our circumstances, the system we were using is no longer available to us. So we don't know how we're going to record these. Please bear with us. If the quality drops a little bit, please bear with us. We will make it better somehow. We are in it. The problem is we're actually coming into a point to where I'm going on vacation for several weeks, and
Right.
I'm not going to be around to record.
Right.
So we have to record a bunch of videos this weekend. So you can see
under a bit of a crunch.
whatever.
So
Yeah, a bit of a
maybe
crunch.
it'll be that much better. Maybe it'll be that much better. And if so,
Maybe it will. And then, but when I come back, we may have come up with a good solution.
yeah.
So stick around with us. Don't forget, you really have to subscribe and you have to share this crap to people.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So I hope it was okay to say it. I think I said it okay, right?
I think so. Yeah. We're fine there. Yeah. So I've been Michael.
I've been Brad.
And this has been Unprofessional Therapy. No degrees, just decades. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.